Nice bright morning. Into November now, and it's just after 9 o'clock. Just had to nip down to the farm because they're coming in to put in the bulk tank. Put another dent in my van with the tank, with the gate. This poor Land Rover has taken so much abuse. So I think I'm going to put the bulk tank in here. Just going to save us putting up another building. So it's going to go in there. And yeah, it just means we're going to have to transport the milk up from the actual goat yard. Well, actually, I think that just doesn't make too much sense. I think we're going to try and get that. So we've only got 139 pounds at the moment. Which means we don't have enough money to pay for the bulk tank. In any case, I'm going to just have a look and see. I might have to just sell the milk that we have. So I think I'm going to put the bulk tank in here. And then the milking gets done inside there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. But in the meantime... Well, now, I've just had some news from the local planning committee, and it could be the end of us. I don't quite know exactly how it's going to work out, but, well, I'm going to give Beryl a call, and if you just listen in, I'm sure you'll find out exactly what's going to happen.
Hi, Ben. How are you doing?
Hi, Beryl. I've had better days.
Why? What's happened?
You're not going to be very happy with me.
Just tell me and I'll be the judge of that.
Well, remember, I told you that I'd got in-principle decision for us to put up the sheds. I've just had a call from the from the town planning people at the council saying that the approval for the shed that I've put up has not been granted, so it all has to come down. They have given me a shed that they would approve, so I'm going to have to put that in.
Well, you're right. I'm not happy. This is going to cost a bundle.
You're right, it is going to cost quite a bit. I have found somebody to come and take down the sheds, and they've given me a reasonable offer on the shed because they can basically reclaim a lot of the materials. I have also arranged a lot of extra contracts to try and make up the money to get the new shed put in. So I'll just really have to work hard on that. I'm really sorry that this has happened. I know it's going to put a bit of extra pressure on you, and a lot of extra pressure on me as well. But we'll just see what we can do.
Well, the good thing is that Christo only wants me to leave here after winter. Just get it sorted. I will talk to you when I am in a better frame of mind. Bye.
I guess I deserve that. Didn't really expect absolute forgiveness. I'm sure that Beryl will eventually come around, but it might be a few days before I hear from her again. In the event, I have taken on quite a few extra contracts to make up the money that we need, and also of course to stock up for winter feed, because we're going to struggle to get funds together to buy winter feed, so we need to try and make ourselves as self-sufficient before the real harsh winter comes in. So I took on fields 67, 68, 69, which are all silage fields, and we mowed and made the silage, and I'm delivering that now. This should give us a reasonable amount of additional income, but of course it's not going to give us any feed for the goats. Yeah, so that's that all done. Nice. I'll go and collect the hay that I got from a contract that we did on field 70. That was quite a big field, and that has to go to the garden centre, I do believe. So I'll go and pick that up, and I'll see you at the garden centre when I deliver that. Here we are at the garden centre. Got a reasonable amount of bales of field 70. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my old trick. I'm going to offload the bales and then push them on with the tractor. I've got to make sure that I don't lose out any potential bales that we can take down to the farm and save for winter feed for our goats. Yeah, I have arranged, and as we speak, well, they've been working on it for the last while. Actually, I've had a contractor in to come and take down the old barn and the fences and all that type of stuff, and just basically take everything down. They have given me back about 50%ish, maybe a little bit more of what I actually paid for them. It turns out the barn is quite a rare thing, and is going to go to an historic farm where they recreate different eras on farms out near Essex somewhere. I think I've forgotten what it's called, but in any case, they've bought the shed and they're going to rebuild it there. It's all my own fault, really. I should not have preempted the council's decision, but I just needed to get going. This is the whole thing. So yeah, lesson learnt. Very expensive lesson learnt. And on top of that, a wife that's not talking to me. Well, for now, we will just immerse ourselves in our work, and let's see if we can recover the situation at all. We're not going to recover the lost money, so we just have to work that much harder on trying to recover it. It's probably set us back a while. Actually quite lucky that Beryl will only be able to get away from the job after winter, so we've got winter to recover a bit, but there's not much we can do in terms of contracts in the winter. I have a feeling there's not going to be many contracts, so it's going to just basically be making sure that the milk is coming in at its best possible rate once we get replacement goats. Well, we have quite a few bales left over, 7, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll get this back down to the farm, and by the time we get down there, the field should have been cleared and we can get started on putting up a new shed. I did hear from Christo, Beryl's boss, that the goats, because I had to send the goats that we had up to him to keep for us, and he's done me a little bit of a deal. He's going to take off the 10 kids, and then we will get, and he'll give me a decent price on some extra goats, so we should be able to get about 40 goats to stock our new shed with once it's built. So it was pretty kind with him. Well, he's not doing it for nothing, he's still getting a reasonable price for the goats, but we will be able to start off with a few more goats than we had before this catastrophe. Right, so that's the 7 bales into the shed. Still not enough for winter. I have taken on a couple more contracts which we will do once we've got the shed built up, sorted out. So let's go and have a look and see how they've left the field. Now, I did ask them to leave the water source, the tap that we had in, and not to rip that out, because I'm going to just plumb that in. We're going to take out the tap, and we'll, with the new shed that we're getting, you can plumb water directly into the shed. It's got built-in water troughs. So we'll just get that all done. So we'll take the tap off, and we'll just run the pipes on up to where I expect the shed to be, and they can connect it all up there when they come to put the shed in. Right, so let's get ourselves a decent vantage point and we can watch the shed go up. So it's a pretty modern shed, and I think that's what they wanted. They wanted to try and encourage us to put in more modern sheds, let's put it that use less water, are more efficient, I suppose, and more importantly have collection systems for the milk, and milking parlours that are more in line with current environmental health situations, and this shed satisfies all those needs. It's pretty pricey, but luckily with the extra contracts we can do and the money that we got from recovering the old shed, we should just about be able to sort that out, and also I'll be able to pay for the extra goats that come in. I won't have a lot of money left over, and yeah, so we're going to be struggling a little bit for funds. There might be a little bit left over. The contracts that I've taken on will bring in a little bit of money, but they are all hay contracts which I took in so that I could build up my winter feed. So hopefully by the end of that, once we've done those contracts, which you'll probably see in the next episode, we'll be in a position to have enough winter feed just want to make sure that it's in the exactly the right position. We're going to have to do a bit of work on the land as well to put in new access roads, etc. But we'll do that once we've got more money. In the meantime, we have a tractor. We've got a 4-wheel drive Land Rover. We can handle the situation. Just about right. Shouldn't be long before it's finished now. Yeah, so these things I suppose are sent to try. It looks like we will survive, but it certainly put us back a couple of months. I must say it's a very nice looking shed. Nice stainless steel holding tank for the milk. So I suppose at the end of the day, so we have approval on this piece of land to do 120 sheep. This shed will only take 65, so we can put another shed in eventually on this piece of land. After that we'll have to expand and buy more land to put more sheds on, and of course we're going to need more land to grow our own feed. But luckily there's plenty of land around here. As it comes up and as we've got money, we will buy that. Right now we need to get the more goats in. They should be delivered any minute now, and get them producing milk, get them fed up, and well, I'm fed up, get them fed, and we can then start thinking about the future. Well, there they are, they all goats are in, 40 of them. And we'll just go up and get the tractor. Luckily I'd bought the tractor beforehand, otherwise I probably would have spent that money on trying to recover this position. So we'll go and get some feed. Put some feed in. So we don't have to worry about water now. That's the one good thing. So that trailer, luckily we only spent £500 on it, was actually not required, but I'm sure we can find a use for it. Let's go and pick up a couple of bales. The other thing with this shed is that it's quite nice. It's semi-auto feed, so as long as I've got a bale within the, or bales within the in the right position, should I say, at the shed, it will auto fill, so we can make use of that as well. I'm going to find out whether this tractor can do 2 bales at once. Got the weight on. Well, no problem. Well, it did give it a little bit of a bounce. I think if we keep it low to the ground, the real test is going to come if once it's going across the uneven, and there's lots of bumps, and that's from the field, not so much from where the shed is built, but from where we had to take down the old barn. There's a bit of a dip down there to get into that area. It's around about here. There we go. We'll get that all smoothed out eventually. But right now, yeah, very pleased with this tractor. So one good thing I've done of late. So one good decision. Well, we'll get this and to see if it takes how many bales it takes. Does it take both of them? I don't think so. It'll probably take one of them and a little bit of another one. Yep, it's taken one. Make sure that's in the right catchment area, keep it nice and close, and then it'll auto feed from there. That's about right. Of course, we need to give ourselves a bit of space to unload as well. Well, there we go. It's all fueled up and everything. Well, that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And we have survived. Thank goodness. See you in the next episode. Cheerio.